Hi, my name is McLeod and I'm the estimator for the Technical Construction Division of Equipment World here at Sudbury, Ontario. I appreciate you taking the time today to talk with me about dock levelers, one of the most important aspects to any architectural processing for the design of a new building or retrofitting. The objective for today is to understand the function of a dock leveler and select the appropriate style for applications. Essentially, there are many different styles of dock levelers and many different approaches in which we can put dock levelers into buildings. Hopefully this presentation will give you an idea of which dock to select and what criteria to select it on. You must understand what a dock leveler is. A dock leveler is a steel construction piece of equipment. Essentially, dock levelers can come in many different styles, but the construction remains the same. We have mechanical, hydraulic, and air-powered levelers. The function of a dock leveler is to close the gap between a truck and loading bay, convey heavy loads without risk of collapse, and create efficiency and productivity within the workplace. Essentially, a dock leveler is used to make the loading process or unloading process of a vehicle, be it a 53-foot trailer or a parcel vehicle, anything that would deliver loads to a facility, from that vehicle into the loading area with ease. The next picture just simply illustrates what a dock leveler is used for. Essentially, when a truck backs up to any sort of loading door, there needs to be a method in which that load can be transported. A dock leveler creates the bridge of the gap between the actual loading dock and the truck. And as you can see here, a small decline in which this forklift wouldn't be able to hit that truck without some sort of mechanism that could create a rake from that truck to the dock. Essentially, there are two different styles of which we can be looking at when implementing a dock leveler. The first being new construction. Obviously, within a new build, any type of architectural process, when you're selecting a dock, you're going to be needing a ground-up build in which you can look at all the applications of a dock and make the right choice right from the beginning. The other style would be the retrofit. Retrofit is in a building that's already existing, potentially with a dock in place or even a dock leveler that's already being used, and analyzing that situation to, one, see if the correct dock was specifically picked in the first place, or if we need to do any modifications to this dock leveler, but in essence to take what's already existing and make it work for the new application of the new client moving into that position. We have a number of selection concerns, but here are the major points. We have style of vehicle, meaning what type of truck is going to be backing into the dock, 53-foot truck, parcel truck, cargo van. We have product type. What type of product is actually going to be taken out of the vehicle and stored. This is a major thing to think about as well with product type. Oftentimes the style of offloading process is going to depend specifically on the product type, such as food products that can't be handled and can't have any exposure to, say, light or the elements, versus a heavy industrial application where you might be able to load or unload something in bad elements, but you may need an extreme amount of distance or weight capacity in which you can carry this over. The load truck type, which essentially is the forklift or style of vehicle that you're going to be using to get the material from the truck to the facility. The grade or dock approach, which when we're talking about grade or dock approach, we're talking about the rate at which the vehicle, the style of vehicle comes in and parks into that loading position. I'll explain that more in that actual slide. And of course the style of leveler. As I mentioned from the get-go, there are many different styles of levelers. We'll look at the four main essentials when we get to that. The loading truck styles. I won't delve too much into this because there's not much more to understand other than this. Each loading truck has a certain height in which its bed of its truck, where we're going to be offloading, is from the ground and also from the dock leveler. So a 53-foot truck may be best suited for a leveler to be positioned 48 inches above ground, essentially even where the bed of the truck and the dock is on an even plane. We have city trucks, parcel trucks, liftgate trucks, and obviously cargo vans and many other trucks. The thoughts when looking at trucks and the design of a dock is, as I said, the height of which that truck comes in, and how close that dock can get to the truck. In essence, we have a dock lip that will need to reach the back of a truck. And we also have not only the distance away, but the height of that. So when designing your leveler, you must design a leveler that will accommodate the height of that truck and the distance away. We have lift truck styles. Of course, what style of truck is going to be used is dependent upon the product style, again. With regards to the lift trucks, there's many different things to think about again. The capacity. If you have a 12,000 pound lift truck lifting skids of 4,000 pound material, then you have to consider the weight capacity of the actual leveler when thinking about lift trucks. Also, the ease at which a lift truck moves in and out of the back of a trailer. Again, if it's a hand pump jack, it might be a lot easier for the person to maneuver, and it may call for an edge of dock leveler, whereas a pallets or a forklift may call for a more heavy duty scenario, such as a scissor style or pit style leveler. For dock approach, I'm going to demonstrate to you on this piece of paper just the different styles of docks approach and a very crude but yet simple to understand application of what a truck looks like when it's backing in. So we have level approach, where a truck essentially loads directly off onto the dock, and the approach of which it lines up is even. So in essence, your dock line is parallel with your truck line, meaning your dock can hit this level very, very easily. We also have the second approach. I'm showing a very, very extreme example of it so you can understand. In this scenario, we have an incline approach, which again you have to understand is the leveler in relation to the vehicle. And in this style, we have a decline approach, where the truck is backed up onto the leveler in a very decline approach. We have different styles of dock levelers. Essentially, each dock leveler is going to be best suited to the variety of applications we've just talked about, working in conjunction with one another. A quick briefing on each of the styles. A dock plate, not very applicable to any sort of heavy lifting or permanent location, very much suitable for quick temporary facilities that don't require lots of repetitive use on it. An edge of dock leveler, which as this picture shows is an attachment onto the edge needing concrete work but requiring only the lip to actuate to hit the actual truck. When this style of leveler is actuated, the lip makes contact with the truck just as the same as a pit-mounted leveler, but there's no play or motion in the leveler itself. So as we talked about approaches, it's very essential that you have a level approach with the edge of dock leveler. The pit-mounted leveler, which is the most common in the industry, this leveler accommodates almost every style of truck. It has 12 inches in certain model cases that can be accommodated above and below whatever dock height it's set at. It is a very versatile dock. They can be made from anything from 25,000 pounds all the way up to 80,000 pounds. They do require a pit, which obviously has a lot to do with the construction process, retrofitting and also new construction. And finally, the elevating dock style, or what most people commonly refer to them as scissor style dock levelers. Scissor style dock levelers are most commonly used for a variety of trucks when you have a range of, say, cargo vans to 53 footers, where you have low truck styles to high truck styles, and you have to accommodate a very, very big range of trucks. To summarize the report, some type of dock levels will be used in almost all manufacturing, logistics, and retail locations. It's essential for everyone to know, especially architects, that some sort of dock leveler will be needed for a new build or a retrofit build to accommodate anything from manufacturing to logistics. The whole idea is to pick the best dock that will accommodate those needs. Correct selection depends on applications and is necessary for the successful operation of any business. In doing so, we can suggest any type of dock that we may think would be the best for the application. We have to speak with the customer to know what the customer's needs are, products, what kind of trucks and trailers are going to come in. We have to analyze the situation, the grade, take into consideration all the selection concerns that we spoke about to ensure that the right dock is selected and there are successful operations for that company. Again, I appreciate you taking the time today to listen to me and speak on docks. If you have any more questions and concerns, feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.